Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today's video is going to be an updated nighttime routine. I know it's been a couple months since I did one. If you are new to my channel, I do have a 4-month-old baby boy and a 3-year-old little girl. The last time I did this, Ezra was a newborn and things are slightly different now, so I'm really excited to show you what we've been doing. Today's video is also in collaboration with one of my really good friends on here, Bronte. I absolutely love her, guys, and I got to meet her in person and she is just as sweet in person as she is on camera, and I know you guys are going to love her. When Bronte asked me if I wanted to do this collaboration, I could not have said yes any faster. She is such a sweet and genuine mom and definitely does not try to sugarcoat motherhood, which is one of the reasons why I enjoy watching her channel. Bronte is just an amazing mom, an amazing friend, and I know you guys are going to love her. So do me a favor, once you're done watching this video, head over to Bronte's channel if you like what you see, because I know you will. Make sure you hit her subscribe button and leave her a comment in the comment section below and let her know that I sent you. And if you're coming from Bronte's channel, welcome. I hope you guys enjoy my content just as much as you enjoy hers. I do motherhood and lifestyle videos on here. Most of that does consist with day in the life vlogs, although on my channel you'll also see breastfeeding tips along with some routines and baby updates as well. And if you're from her channel, definitely leave me a comment too to introduce yourself and let me know you came from her. I love interacting with you guys in my comment section, and I just want to say hi and see how you're doing today. Alright, so around 4:30 is where I usually start our night routine. So I do place Ezra into his swing. He doesn't usually go into a swing any other time of the day just because he's older now. He loves to move around and we just do a lot more tummy time. And then for Aria, I do let her choose between playing in the playroom, which she kind of just runs back and forth. Her playroom, we don't really put electronics in there, so she'll have her ball pit or she'll be able to play with her blocks or coloring. And then in the living room, I'll just put a show on Netflix. So today she chose Turbo. It's like a cute little snail movie. They were racing. I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention to it, but she was absolutely loving it. Once the kids are preoccupied, it's honestly the only way I can get things done. I start to make dinner. Now for dinner, I usually cook in bigger portions. It really does help me out when it comes to lunches the next day. We usually have 2 to 3 different meals in our fridge at once. This way it's easy to just kind of grab and go. And if there's any nights where it's just so hectic I can't get to cooking dinner, we always have something that we can kind of just make for leftovers, because most of the time Eric does not eat with us just because his schedule is super busy. So as long as there's food in the fridge, it's kind of a free-for-all and everybody is happy. So for dinner tonight, I did do a shrimp and sausage Cajun pasta. I don't have a recipe for this. My family is actually Creole, and so I'm just totally used to just creating some Cajun dishes. Usually it just deals with a lot of shrimp and sausage and a ton of seasoning, which is delicious. And then for the sauce, I just got a regular can of like the ragu Alfredo sauce. I was just craving like a white sauce to go with it. And then I added some mozzarella cheese. It was like about a cup to make like a cheesy sauce. It was so good. But a little trick that I do, there's always leftover sauce in the jar, no matter how well you try to shake it out. So instead of using water from like the sink, I will actually use water that the pasta was boiling in. Helps the sauce stick to the noodles a lot better without trying to water down your sauce. And then usually around 5 p.m. Ezra starts to get tired and he takes his last nap of the day, which is perfect because everything's kind of set to a simmer. So I go ahead and put him down for his nap and then just do a quick cleanup of the kitchen. I'm just the type of person that likes to clean as I go, so there's not a huge mess after dinner. Let me know if you soak everything and you wait until after dinner to clean up, or if you just clean as you go. Aria, ready for the animals? Okay. Did you just put a sticker on Mommy's table?
Yeah.
Are you supposed to be doing that?
Yeah.
No? Okay, go feed the animals. Alright, Eric and I have been really big about teaching the kids responsibilities and giving them chores that fit their age. So around 18 months is when Aria started to learn how to clean up after herself, if not sooner. I feel like she's been picking up things since she could walk, but feeding the animals has been something that we kind of gave to her right around the time that she turned 2, and she just turned 3, so she's been doing this for about a year. We do still supervise her to do it, but she's pretty independent. And another thing that we are big on is making sure that the dog listens to her. So Aria went to the obedient classes with us, learned all the commands, and the dog knows that whatever Aria says, she has to listen. So we did teach Cora to wait until Aria says it's okay to eat. I just want Aria completely out of the way, so this way Cora has a clear path and doesn't get too excited and knock her over.
Oh, Cat got on my dish, Mom.
It's okay. Good. Remember how much to feed Cat?
Yeah.
Okay, you do 1/4 cup.
Yeah. My cup.
Good job. Good job. Alright, and then since Ezra is still asleep, I go ahead and make Aria and myself a plate. Eric does end up coming home while I do this. I thought he was going to be working late tonight, so this is not a solo routine. He will be helping me out, but we still don't wait for Eric to eat with us, just because when he does get home, he likes to go upstairs and change and kind of just relax from his day at work, which is totally understandable, but I take the opportunity of when the baby is sleeping to try to eat myself. This also gives me the opportunity to just have some one-on-one time with Aria, so she doesn't feel left out. Eric and I are also really big at making sure she has some independent time with either one of us or both of us if we can fit that in as well. And then when Ezra does wake up, we are doing solids with him, so I will just bring him over to the dinner table to eat. So right now we are just doing the baby cereal, and I've kind of just upped how much he eats because he has been enjoying it so much, and we've been doing it for about a month. So I will do about 2 tablespoons of freshly expressed milk. I don't necessarily pump because it's such a small amount. I will literally just hand express it into the bowl. It's kind of a lot of work, but it's better than cleaning all those pump parts. And then I do 2 to 3 teaspoons of baby cereal. I basically want the consistency to be a little bit runnier than pancake batter, and that formula seems to work best for me, but I do still give the cereal a minute to settle because sometimes it seems like it's going to be too runny, and if I add it right away then it becomes too thick. And then of course I still try to take bites in between feeding Ezra as well because mama needs to eat. Alright, so once we are done with dinner, we start to clean up together as a family. I do really enjoy that we do this together because it just kind of shows the kids, again, the whole responsibility factor. So there's nothing that's like deep scrubbing or cleaning or anything. We basically just put all the food away. If I could put stuff in the dishwasher, I'll do that, or we just soak anything that needs to be soaked. And then Aria will help put away her toys. We don't expect her to do it by herself. We just do it with her, but we do expect her to pick up a majority of the mess. And then as far as her playroom goes, it does look a little cluttered. I never did a toy purge before her birthday. Doing toy purges before any type of party or holiday really does help on eliminating the clutter with bigger toys, and it helps me put toys on rotation, so I still need to do that. So hopefully in the next few weeks it won't be as cluttered anymore. But something we really want to do too is make this time fun. We never want her to feel like it's a punishment to clean up, so you'll notice her and Eric are playing around in the middle of us picking up our toys and cleaning up our mess.
How did you find me?
My daddy.
Oh.
You gave me.
I scared you?
Yeah.
Good, we gotta get ready for Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to go bye-bye Halloween.
You wanna go bye-bye on Halloween?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we are transitioning the kids into their own room. So I did read somewhere that not only do you just spend more time in their room generally, but try to do chores that you would do in any other room in the house in their room. So this has helped out so much. It's something new that I just added. So I will grab a load of laundry and I will fold the clothes in their room while they play around and they do like tummy time with Ezra. So when they play in here, it's nothing that's going to rile them up before bedtime. It's very low play, like they'll read books or they'll just play with the stuffed animals in the room. So I just don't want them to be on electronics or anything. And then after I'm done folding the laundry, I try to finish everything up by 7. I'll go ahead and start running their bath, and then while the bath is running, I go ahead and put away the clothes. Alright, so Aria has been a big daddy's girl ever since I've had Ezra, so she will usually ask for Eric to give her a bath if he is home, but on this night she did want me to give her a bath, and I was so excited. So usually we do bathe Ezra first, but because she asked for me to give her a bath, I didn't want her to change her mind, so I actually gave her bath first, not thinking it was going to mess things up too much. So we do allow her to do her own bubbles. Again, it's something that we just kind of monitor, but it gives her that independence and she really likes to do it. And then I really enjoyed just spending that one-on-one time with her, playing around. We played with some of her toys. We got this like fishing toy with the magnetic fishes that she absolutely loves, but she wasn't understanding that the little like crane part doesn't really work and you just have to lift your arms. It was so funny. And then she has toys that squirt water as well, and once she figured that out, she accidentally squirted herself in the face, but I just thought it was super cute. We try to instill so much independence into her, so we let her wash herself. That was a big thing for me. I wanted her to learn how to wash her own body, so we'll just let her know what to wash. So we'll tell her to wash her face, we'll tell her to scrub under her neck, wash her arms, under her arms. Wash your stinky underarms. And your other stinky underarm. And she does a really good job with it. And then of course we do a final wash at the end just to make sure she doesn't miss anything. And then I try not to have her baths be too long, so usually about 15 minutes in the water. Both the kids have really bad eczema, and I notice anything longer than 15 minutes just causes those flare-ups that I do not like dealing with. So once we're done washing up, I kind of just let her play around for an extra like 1 to 2 minutes. I'll ask her to put away her toys. And while she's putting away her toys, I go into their room and I pull out their pajamas. The room is right across the way from the bathroom, so I can still see her from her room. So I never have an issue with her being in there by herself, because I'm literally like 10 feet away and I know she is safe. And then this is the one area that we like to do ourselves just because brushing teeth is so important. So we will brush her teeth for her. So we do floss her teeth with the little like flossers. I find this to be easier to use than the actual floss. And then I just get the big pack from Costco, and then we'll just go ahead and brush her teeth with the Hello toothpaste. It's fluoride free, so if she happens to swallow anything, I don't feel too bad about it. And then since I was doing everything, she did eventually ask for daddy to finish, so Eric ended up blow drying her hair and put her to bed. He said it was super easy. She didn't even want to read her book like we normally do. She was just exhausted. We did have a really big day. She does not normally go to sleep that fast, but it was so fast I didn't even have a time to go back in there and show you guys that we read her a story because she was just ready for bed. So normally Ezra does get his bath first, like I mentioned earlier, and then while I'm getting him ready for bed, Eric will give Aria her bath. So I didn't think switching it up would be that big of a deal, but he unfortunately did fall asleep while Eric was watching him around 7:15, and he slept for a good 30 minutes, which was way too late to be taking another nap. So I did just try to put him back to sleep by doing his regular routine. So I made sure I gave him his bath, which I don't try to keep him in there too long. It's really just to relax him. Having a bath right before bedtime just seems to help relax both of the kids, so I did not want to get rid of that, even though I knew he was going to be up a little bit later. But something I do is I will take a toy that he finds fascinating, usually a brighter color, and I will put it above his head. What this does is it draws his eyes and focus up to the toy, and it tilts his head back naturally. This way I can get water on the top of his head and rinse his hair out without getting anything into his eye. And plus it's just nice sensory toy to make sure that he is tracking items, so I love doing that. And then since I have been feeding him baby cereal, I did buy one of those little banana toothbrushes, and I will just kind of rinse out his mouth with the toothbrush so we can start to get into the healthy habit of cleaning his gums and teeth that aren't there yet. And then normally at this point, I will just get him dressed. I get to nurse him to sleep, and he has been loving the song Lost Boys by Ruth B, which is super funny because that was actually Aria's favorite song when she was little. I'm pretty sure the song came out when I was still pregnant with her, and every time that song came on the radio, she would kick while I was driving to work. So I really do love that they have that connection. And then at this point, this is when he usually falls asleep, but of course this is not a perfect routine because I don't think those really exist in my household, and I feel like something always goes wrong. But at this point, after I get him to bed, I will just simply take a shower myself. So I like to take the e.l.f. makeup remover wipes. I wipe off any makeup. I will take a shower, let the steam open up my pores in my face, and then I will wash my face outside of the shower. It's just the easier way to do it. And this was just a quick rinse off. I didn't wash my hair or anything. I usually do that when Eric has the day off. And then I'll just spend a little bit of time editing or doing any type of work before I head downstairs and spend some time with Eric. That is so important for us, even if it's just 30 minutes before we go to bed, just to have that one-on-one time before the kids wake up, because they still do wake up in the middle of the night. But on this particular night, Ezra was having a hard time falling asleep because he did take that last nap. So Eric did have him downstairs while I took my shower, and then we basically just kind of spent time together, just the three of us. So Eric did clean up the kitchen for me while I came downstairs. He got me a nice piece of cheesecake and a drink so I can kind of relax while I nursed Ezra and try to get him to sleep, and then we just watched TV together. But that is my super realistic nighttime routine with the entire family. We just try to do as much as possible together, and Eric really is a huge help. Let me know in the comments below if you do it solo most of the time or if your husband helps out too. I just love celebrating the men that help out in the family as well. If you are new, I hope you consider subscribing to the channel, and don't forget to head over to Bronte's to see how she does her nighttime routine with her family as well. As always, guys, I love you, and I will see you in the next one.